Hello, hello. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Too Legit City on the mic. Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? It's your boy me, Too Legit City, and we are back. It's gonna be the continuation of the super classic version 2.0. Yes, I messed up a couple times, but hey, we are in. And hope everyone is doing great. But what's going on, you guys? How are you doing today, Muyeks? What's good? How's the new week? Second week of the year? And of course, you gotta get that Mamba cam, right? So let me see. I think it's this one and this one. No, it's this one. Oh man, it's an extra small camera. Let's make that a little larger. There we go. Keeps turning. Here it is. And we got the Mamba. He's napping on the beds. It's raining today and it's cold. I even have the heater on already. It's that cold. So the Mamba's napping up. He's doing his best to stay warm. And of course, it's pretty easy. He's got the furry blankets, the heaters on. Ace Cow, I see you over there. I hope you're doing well. But let's go in, you guys. Super Classic number 2. So, there apparently was some things that were not updated on the wiki. And that might seem a little bit weird, but for the most part, it'd be like it is. So what I mean when I say that is that on the wiki, we did theory craft on the last stream that the problem with the reaching the tear is that we don't really have the capabilities of charging a rad bolt rocket multiple times. So the idea was to use something called the steam engine, as it'd be a lot easier to, build and manage the steam engine. Now the problem is that apparently the steam engine could only move out 10 tiles, versus what the wiki says is 15. That actually puts a huge damper on our setup. So that's actually pretty tough. So I'm not saying that we'll revise the challenge again, but I want to see if we could do something to work around it. There's no way we get petroleum. I just don't think it's going to be possible, because we're not going to have that much oil. And then, yeah, outside of that, I can't even imagine beelining for something like slicksters. I don't think we get those until we discover them. So it's going to be interesting. We'll have to see what we will have to do. But we have our spawn in place from last time. Oxygen, hydrogen, it's working well. About to play CS again, but old map can't play. Feels bad, Muyek. Sounds like you gotta start a new colony. Hey man, so yesterday I was too tired to comment, but I saw your face cam. Never expected you to look at that. Great stuff, man. Hey, nice. I see you over there, new fan. You mean Saturday, right? I didn't stream yesterday. But yeah. You probably saw the VOD yesterday or something. Yeah, the day before yesterday. Can't remember. Yeah, it was on Saturday. Hey, man, it is what it is. Yo, man, glad to hear that you got to see it. What's going on, Pursuit of Nav? Hello. Welcome on in. Just remove the no death requirement and you're all set. That does work out. If I go and do the no death requirement, that does actually work out. Crazy enough. By the way, do you have new mods still could use for CS? Muyeks, I would recommend check out my mods. Does that not work? Is Nightbot dead? Nightbot's dead, boys. How come it doesn't work? I have a Steam collection. What the hell? Mods list? Here we go. There it is. So that's a Steam workshop page. You could go directly to the mod from there. All right. So guys, hope you guys are doing good today. Hope you guys are having a great start to the week, the new Mondays. And of course, we're going to be getting in to the based Mamba, the super classic Mamba version 2. So we have our oxygen production in. It's doing pretty good. Not really too worried about oxygen anymore, as long as we have water. And the next thing we need to do is go for the Great Monument. So, of course, that means going down, getting obsidian, and also starting to get diamond. So we can't get diamond the normal way. We're going to have to use hatches. The hatches are going to be there. And then we'll be able to... Okay, so let's turn this off. Sweep only. It's allow access. And then let's just rang everybody. And then we'll move... we'll move everyone where we need to move them. We won't wrangle the sage. And then we'll move the hatches back into here. Let's make another ranch setup for the hatches, because we are going to need the coal. And then that's going to mean that we're going to have to go for the diamond press. So that's going to be here. So before we do that, I probably want to grab some other tech and also get to Weezewort so that we can start harvesting rad bolts. So that's going to be something we'll probably want. I'll probably want to grab conductive wiring for now. Okay. So we have a lot of water, and I remember last time when we were making steel, the issue was that, well, we had mixed liquids, and I also want to dump the water into here if possible. So all of this is mad cold. I don't have that much power from here, or at least we don't have a lot that's capable. So I'm thinking about making something that's a little bit jank. Let's look at our coal count first. 72 tons, it's not bad. At least for right now. We have a lot of space to mine out as well. Alright, so we can't tap into that. I could probably get some mealwoods in here soon, but I want to do a little bit of tempering in the temperature. Brine, I'll take that. The bedrooms, that's 16, that's not bad. Alright, let's continue going inside. Creating space is probably going to be pretty sweet for us. So let's try to create as much space as we can for right now. I might as well try to mine this out. Again, we're just creating a little bit of space, making sure we're not idle. And then let's start looking at some of the processing that we have. I don't know if we actually have... Okay, we have a rock crusher, nothing else, right? Yeah, so let me build the kiln in here. Oh, is that going to be a problem? It kind of does. Okay, let's put the kiln right here then. I just realized that that's an issue. Alright, so let's put that there. Let's put 2 mesh tiles here. So the reason why I don't want to open the door is because everything's going to melt eventually. I don't want to have bad timing and then it becomes a problem. So we're just going to put the kiln right here so that we could add a little bit of heat energy in the area when we're making our refined carbon for the steel, of course. And then there is door access. We got to build that. This is 4 and 6. Okay, we got to up the amount of hatches we have. I think we also want to do a little bit of Paku ranching today and try to make a Paku ranch. That actually means I need to check out my seeds. I have a lot of mealwood seeds. That's not bad. So we'll probably have to use a little bit of mealwood. Oh, they ate a little bit of a buddy bud. These Pakus, man. These Pakus. But yeah, looks like mealwood seed's going to be pretty set. So this is 20, 40 divided by 5, 8. I actually don't have enough for my colony yet. So let's just build a new set of farm tiles. Alright, after that, I do want to create some more space, most likely. So let's speed this up. Let's go for something like this. Just to create space. And then we will mine out some of the algae from the top layer. We're not going to sweep this, it'll be fine. The Paku Ranch could be right here, or something like that. Or even right here, just because of the water tank. This is the slime. The door is there. I forget why. Oh, to stop the Paku from swimming out. That's right. This is overpressured. Can't produce. That's good. Got the shine bugs here. Have a hatch, little baby hatchling. No one's cramped, of course. Everyone's chilling out. This guy's inside the laboratory. He's gonna break out. Okay, so we're gonna need a kiln right here. And then this is gonna mean refined carbon. We're probably not gonna need ceramic or anything else. Oh, that was fast. We mined that out pretty quick. Alright, so let's go like this to continue a little bit of the mining. Alright, so this room, we needed the shearing station. Right? And then we needed power for this. We also needed the suit dock right here to go inside, make it easier. Also mechatronics. We don't have a lot of the other things yet, like the auto sweepers and the whatnot. Oh, I had to do this. So both of these are gone, because I do need to have the auto sweepers right there. Let's copy this. So this is priority 9. Same with these two. Got to do all the ranching. Got to move the hatches out as well. And then we'll start moving the eggs out again once we take care of all the hatches. We got to move them to the correct rooms. This is pretty good. We have one more. Not bad. Alright, so this is no longer sweet bowling. The eggs will be put inside. Also move the baby out. Get the hatching, or get the ranching up a little bit. So these two, no, we'll get that one for now. Mine that one. Can we mine this first? Thank you. I didn't want him to jump up top. Now from here, we can do an easy setup like this. And then I probably do want to mine this from the mealwood, creating space right now, just a little bit. So we are also going to deconstruct the oxygen diffusers. Idea being that we have a spawn now, so we try to use as much of the oxygen as we can from here. The oxygen does have to move. I'm hoping this is going to be good enough. And then we need CO2 in here. Of course, this is going to give us plastic. And I need to finally crack this open. What's going on, Yum Orange Chicken? I see you over there. How are you? What's good, man? Let's actually mop this up. Mop up both of the liquids. Mop this up as well. Alright. So, oops. The metal refinery. Where do I want to put this? I mean, I could make steel, but I don't know if it's going to help me right now. Alright, research is complete. Let's look at this. We could probably get the space right now. We don't have rad tech, so I think that's the next thing we're going to want to grab. So let's grab some of the space stuff. And then we'll start looking at grabbing Weezeworts. I have 0 wart seeds. That's because of the door, probably. I believe if I turn this on, we probably have 1 wart seed. Let's go like this. And we have 1 seed. There's 2 up top. That means I kind of have to wait, huh? Well, I don't have to wait. I just want to wait. Because I could mine through everything, but it's probably not going to be a great option. So the best thing to do with that would be to do a metal refinery in a weird setup, I'm thinking. Okay, so let's start getting some of the trimming started. I think this does help us out. And then I think we forcefully clear out this area and start making a metal refinery and dump the water inside. I think that works. And I think what we could do is, since we dump out this water, it gets warmer faster. We also spread out the thermal energy, but then I need the space. And then the idea is that by using the metal refinery, we'll be able to add a little bit more heat for the inside. Let's turn that off because we're not going to need it yet. So I do need to warm up the inside, and I think that's the best way to do it. The only problem is that I think I have to use the pea water. That's right here. Alright, so let's slow this down. Can we combine this into one tank? That'd be the best thing to do in my opinion. That way I have just one pump for everything. There is somewhat of a ladder way right here. And then I could go through the abyssal light and then, you know, have everything combined from that. There's also the pea water at the other areas. Alright, so because we have... So it's here, copy here. We need 10 more mulewood because we got 2 more people. And... we have a lot of pea water. Let's mine that out. This could get deconned now. We need a little bit of refined carbon. Go for 50. I guess there is going to be a little bit of CO2 to think about as well. Yeah, this is a pretty good area, I think. We get a lot of things done as a result. But we do need to start mining out this biome right here, which is fine. We'll clear out the water first. So deconstruct that. We can remove that tile. This could start getting removed. And the abyssal light right there. We could also start trying to get plastic. I just don't know if that benefits us immediately. The meta refinery is because I want the heat energy, and then hopefully that helps us get the wheeze where it's a little bit faster. How much would I actually lose, though, if I were to go, like, here? Go through the snow, and then the salts, and then I guess the ice. And then these two right there to get to here. That's tough. I think it's worthwhile. I think it's worthwhile, though. I just want to grab the wheeze words. Alright, so Hulk Bravo, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Let's put a bin here just to move the wheeze words out. Oh, a little bit of the ice is melting. It's fine. Spills through. Got that spawn water. Alright, so because I do think it works out, we're going to deconstruct this. Hopefully it's not going to be a problem. I don't want water to spill out. And then we have to climb up and grab the wards. I really want to get Rad Tech early. Just so that I don't have to think about it. The digging is pretty good. Got some random hatches. Start trimming that. It's not bad. Alright, alright. That's going to be the idea for now. The one hydrogen's not bad. I might want to start grabbing hydrogen via plumbing skill. Just because I need to start releasing it in here. And it's going to be cold hydrogen. That's going to be the upside. It's going to be really cold. So I know I need to add water into here. So let's get the pitcher pumps. Pitcher pumps, I mean bottle emptiers. And then these guys are chilling. The eggs are getting dropped off still. We're doing pretty good. Got 3 ranches rolling. All good. I lost my colony in a noob way. My cooking guy trapped himself, suffocated, and then I had no one on the grill. And to finish up, I ran out of dirt. All starved to death. Oh my god. Dude, huge rip, dude. Hulk Bravo. What a way to lose a colony. You lost because the chef died. That's kind of wild, man. Anyone that says a chef's job is not important when it comes to survival, man. There it is. We got the first and maybe the most recent memory of a chef's death causing the demise of a colony. Running out of dirt is tough, man. It is. Dino Dons, what's good? I see you over there. What is good, man? Let's do a little bit of trimming up top, and then we'll trim backwards. That's tough, though, man. Hope Bravo. Feels bad. Duke trapped himself and then suffocated. Oof, dude. That's a bad way to go, too. 3 cheese, pesto tortellini. Those are alright. Sometimes they put cheese in there that's sweet, and I'm not a fan of that, man. Sweet cheese? I'm just like, no, man, get that out of there. I don't know, man. When I eat cheese, and if the cheese is sweet, it doesn't taste right to me. I don't know. I remember one time I bought a 5 cheese tortellini because I was like, oh, they didn't have the normal one I usually get, which is a chicken garlic, or yeah, right. So I was like, all right, I'll get this substitute. And then I was like, dude, what the hell is this? Like, why is it sweet? This is so weird. I was tripping, man. I was like, why is this sweet, man? This is not supposed to be sweet. Alright, we're gonna grab the Wheeze warts. That's gonna be the first thing we do. Priority 9. Seed, wart seed. Logic being that we want to grab the Wheeze warts. No more enough dirt from the compost. For all the farms, stress went up, so the composter was really slow. Ooh. Yeah, the compost is slow, just in general. Yeah, but yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. Yo, man, it sounds like you gotta transition to a new resource. Instead of dirt. Actually, that gives me an idea. I need to pay attention to my dirt, so I don't end up in the same fate as Hulk Bravo. We had 136 tons, we're gonna last for a while. You never have enough phosphorus to keep them working? Yo, man, that sounds like you don't ranch Drekos. Because these guys poop out phosphorite. I'm just saying, they poop it out, dude. Alright, so this is still brine ice. Alright, so brine ice is here. And then that's brine. See, when the brine gets... that's a problem, right? Alright, so let's mine this. Because we know it's the brine ice, and I need to mine it. I could mine that out because of what it is. Because I need to mine that so that it doesn't mix into my water tank and kind of cause problems. I need to remove the brine ice, if possible. And then after that, we can seal this up and be good again. Mine the ice, that's brine. Alright, that's tile. We could mine out the snow. Let's build a tile here so that the brine pushes up. So I want them in bottle form, ideally, so that it could just stay there. And then we move all the ice into the bottom. I think I'm so focused on temporary air mats that lose focus on the rest. Oh, feels bad. I see a Dino Dawn. Sounds like you need to put more time to the game, though. I'm not gonna lie. Because that's it's not that it's like a noob problem, but it sounds like you just haven't really gotten the mid-game like concepts in. Because a lot of the times it's not that you need to learn something, but you have to account for something, and then that kind of changes up your playstyle a little bit differently. FBC joining in the colony. All right, Mr. FBC. We have Marie, Max, Ellie, Quinn, Ada, Rowan, Travato, Harold, and Steve. Let me know. Oh, we're out of food? Oh, yeah. Let's allow them to eat the muckroot for today. We're out of food, boys. Gonna get Max. All right. Love the hair. Oops. Spelled your name wrong. At any given moment, an FPC TV is viscerally relieving 10 different humiliating memories. Feels bad, man. He's got that hair, the curly hair. Yeah, I see you over there. Focus on heat oxygen management. Yeah. It gets easier to manage the heat and oxygen when you progress in a colony. So it becomes a thing like once you realize how much easier it is later on, you don't have to focus on it on the early game as much, and then you start focusing on progressing to that point with minimal damage. A lot of the times it's kind of like that. Not that it's like that every time. Of course, playstyle also affects that, but yeah. It'd be like that sometimes. Now we got Pip. Pip's chilling. We don't have Oxyferns though, so it's fine. I wouldn't mind some Oxyferns though. Oh, there's a hatch right there. Can we catch them? And then move them into the ranch? Alright, we gotta get some water here too. How you doing, FBC? How is the Mondays, man? You doing alright? I see you over there, man. There is one thing I really want to check out in this playthrough, and that is the actual range of the steam turbine engine. Steam engine. I really want to see the capabilities of that. For the reason being that that was going to be the savior of our run, but apparently it might not be. Oh, you're sick, dude? Or is it just a sore throat? Dude, man. Sore throat the tough. Gotta drink that honey lemon tea, dude. Feels quiet, man. I feel that, man. Gotta get that honey lemon tea, dude. Oh, starting to flood because of this? That's fine. This is gonna melt. This is a single-digit temperature, which is not bad. Alright, so I think most of this is good. Let's look at this. No more deliveries. Everything is mopped. Alright. I am going to seal this up again. We got the Wheezeworts out. We got the brine ice out. And we have all the brine mopped up. So this is going to be a safe spot now. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, now from here, we're going to start spilling this out. So we're going to mine this out, deconstruct this. Start mining the Abyssalite. Oh, man. Okay, I thought this guy was going to get stuck. But FBC, man, are you feeling sick or is it just a sore throat? Hope you feel better, man. Sore throats suck. I had a sore throat when I was sick, and it was bad. Like, I never had a sore throat that bad, where, like, swallowing saliva gave me a uncomfortable feeling in my throat. Like, it was like, man, what the hell? It's tough times, man. So hopefully it's not that bad. Hopefully you feel better, man. Now I have to rush to a frozen biome and set up insulated walls and air pumps into the frozen biome so it really heat cold. I never saw another way to manage heat yet. Then I saw you destroying frozen biomes, like no big deal. Yes, because the frozen biome strat is only viable in the early game. Because frozen biomes don't last long term, you're focusing on a temporary solution. Right? Because you're not going to be able to recreate the biome that's cold enough so that you could dump in your heat inside directly. There are other methods that you will be able to actually get to if you put the time and effort in to experiment in the mid-game. So Dino Dodds, the best thing for me to recommend to you is probably checking out sandbox mode and then checking out the other buildings. Specifically, there's two buildings you probably want to check out. One of them is going to be the Aqua Tuner. There is the other one called the Thermal Regulator, but that's a gas version that's not as strong. Just broke ice, started streaming, and been finding tech issues. Oh, wow. Tech issues, man, feels bad. Tech issues are the worst. Now it's no voice. Oof, that's tough. It'll come back. It'll come back. It's got to be strong and got to rest, man. Maybe hold off the tech issues for another day. I don't know. It sounds like the bunny needs rest. A little bit of rest and relaxation. Oh, they froze the snow. Okay, we gotta go inside, boys. Oh, that's unreachable now. How is that unreachable? That should be reachable. Oh, I locked it. My smartass. There we go. Alright, so dig. Max priority. We need that, otherwise the generator's box. Oh, dude, right when Ada went in, everything melted. Feels bad. And there we go. Alright, Ada, get out before you freeze to death, dude. Alright, lock the doors. Alright, good, good. So let's trim this. Let's go down 2 tiles. Let's go down 1 tile. Let's go like this. Yeah, you have to build an area to dump the heat into. I end up piping it into space, dirt, to dump the heat, get cold liquids. But yeah, I have a lot to learn still. Yeah, because that concept you're doing feels like... Because I hate to say this, it feels like you've seen some of the shortcomings of new players, and you're trying to prevent that from happening very early on. But you don't have the knowledge of the mid and end game and the capabilities of some of the buildings. So you kind of have a flawed concept. Because creating a cold area to dump heat directly into like that isn't really feasible. You need a more controlled set and a smaller design. That being said, though, dude, just give some of the buildings a try, and then it'll open up your creativity. That's what I would recommend. Alright, so let's do a little bit of water in here for the water lock for the Drekos. And then we need to start getting hydrogen in here. That's the next thing. We could have our dupes in here. We could actually start growing a little bit of mealwood. I gotta make it non-harvestable though. Or maybe we do harvest it for now. Either way though. Oh, there's the water. Dude, that's barely any water. Can I reach that? I can. Okay, cool. Alright, we just need water here now. Yeah, I should get into Steam, but I never got the lava lamp as well. Lol. Dude, it's just... Not that you're a new player, you just haven't really explored the game. That's really what it is. You just... You haven't seen the capabilities of the game yet. The best way to describe it is the best way to describe it is picking up boxing, right? And you're like, man, I just punch people, straight jab, 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 and that's it. But I always lose. I don't know why. And it's like, yo, man, you got to start checking out these freaking 1-2 hooks, uppercuts. You got to start learning how to bob and weave. There's so much more to it, right? There's just so much more to it that you need to get into. And it's just, you just haven't put in enough time. Not that it's that you're a new player. You just literally just haven't played long enough. Or gotten deep enough into the game. Actually, yeah, not playing long enough, but more so you haven't gotten deep enough into the game. Why is there no storage for... Oh, I don't have an actual sweep storage. Oh, I actually didn't know that. Feels bad. One day I will get there. Yep. And once you get there, all your questions will be answered. Alright! Dude, what in the heck? Jesus Christ. Black Sparrow, what's going on? C-Bone, J-Jam Jim, MJK. We got Dig Up, Little Mustard Seed, Brainless, Ilana. We have Otherworld, Chewbacks. What's going on, you guys? Welcome on in. My name is Too Legit City. We're just playing a little bit of Oxygen Not Included today. What's going on? Shout out to you, Mr. Jim. Playing some RimWorld. How was the RimWorld, man? How is the challenge run going so far? I believe you're doing a no research run, so you're like straight tribal warfare. I imagine strength in numbers. But what's going on? Oh, MJK died. The Jim promised to resurrect you if he gets the serum. Are you in a casket or are you in a cryo tank? Lost a few body parts, gained a couple body parts. Yo, man. MJK, man. You'll it was a necessary sacrifice sometimes. But thank you so much for the raid, Mr. Jim. How was the streams? Thank you so much for bringing your community over to share with ours. Good Canadian family, man. We got Bishop 083. What's up, you guys? But yo, man, if you were to tell me that's what happened, it sounds like it's a wash. But I don't know if it was a good stream. It was definitely my fault. MJ died. I'm gonna own that one. Yo, what happened? Tell us a story, Mr. Jim. What was the situation? Was MJ like trying to tame a warg or something, and then got raided immediately, and then you forgot to bring him back? I don't know. Little bit of stabbing. Oh, that sounds like a social interaction. Like someone made a bad decision or something. Little bit of stabbing. That's never a good sign, man. But I see you over there. Thank you so much. And if you guys are coming in and don't know me, my name is Too Legit City. We do a lot of simulation management games over here. And right now on the menu is a lot of Oxygen Not Included. That's actually what we're playing right now. We're doing a challenge run. We're doing a no geyser challenge run. And this is a source of infinite resource. So by sealing that away, we're technically playing on a clock as all of the resources will eventually run out. So as of the challenge run, we're doing pretty good. I think there's a lot of things we're doing that's not bad. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to help. Someone maybe didn't get the melees in place in time. Oh man, it feels bad. Raiders stabbing him. Oh, it was a positioning thing, dude. There's always next time, MJK. There's always next time. It feels bad. Oh man. I imagine, Jim, if you're doing a no research run, it's a lot of chaos, right? I would imagine, because you don't got range. I imagine you're just using short bows. You got nothing but the the tribal wear. How long's the run been going so far? I'm curious, man, because I feel like those runs, man, it's tough because it's like everyone's so fragile. Not that they're not already fragile, but it feels like they're extra fragile. Oh, you have a regular start, so you guys have electricity. Oh, nice. So that means you guys have, proper food storage. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's not bad. Having at least electricity is pretty sweet. So you know what that kind of feels like? If you actually gave all the raiders a zombie skin, it would kind of be like The Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? Like you have electricity, but you guys can't really tech up, and you guys are just hunkering down at a location. And then if you just make everyone into a zombie that attacks you, it's basically just like The Walking Dead. Survive as long as we can. Internal monologues between pawns. And we got great guns, and we've stolen and bought, make drugs to sell, and got a cavern of a ton to get stuff. Oh man, you actually caverning, man. I hate that. I mean, that's one of the things I need to start doing in when I do remote, but I haven't done a lot of the caverning. Imagine not having stone cutting. Oh my god, don't have stone cutting? Oh, that's tough. Does that mean everything is made out of wood? How are you, Alana? Hope you're doing well. Dude, yeah, you don't have none of that. That's tough, dude. Dude, remote caravans are jank, man. I'm not a fan. It is what it is, though. Are you using a lot of mods in your playthrough, Mr. Jim? I'm sorry. Was that a vanilla run? Oh, he does. He does have it. Hey, man. It's always nice to have. Nothing wrong with that. Luckily. Oh, it doesn't line up. Oh, I messed up my 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's here. Oh, I messed up. That should be fine. It's a little bit displaced, but I should be able to live with it. You would literally have to buy statues and the things made out of stone, deconstruct them. Oh my god, I didn't even consider that. Yeah. Dude, that's so tedious. Ah, that's so tedious, dude. having to buy furniture and then deconstruct. Oh my god. Oh, that's tough. You know what would make that a lot easier? If you were to do a tribal start, there is a mod that makes animals and other pawns or other people, when they die, they drop bones, and you could use bones to make walls. That's a mod that I've played with that would completely change that up, because you'd be able to just start using bones and using that to make basically all your defensive structures. Bone walls, yep. Bone walls, man. Embrace the full necromancy. But yeah, animals and other people would drop bones when they get butchered. So you just end up getting a lot of bones. That would make doing something like a tribal run like that, no research, very viable. A Razor Smash! What's going on, man? Thank you so much for the 7 months. Welcome back to the city. Hope you enjoyed the emote. D20 dice ad free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But thank you so much for the support. Jim doesn't need more excuses to kill the colonists. Hey man, we gotta stock up on the bones somehow, man. Sometimes sacrifices gotta be made. Alright, so we're gonna be continuing on this. There's a little bit right here I do want to mine out, just so that the brine ice spills out. And then we'll mop that up. And then we'll do some things over here and make this a little bit better for us. Jim does pretty good with the colonists, to be frank. It's the animals that always needs to be worried. Oh man. So I'm not gonna lie. I am a fan of the boomalopes. I love my boomalopes, man. I really do. Boomalopes have got to be my favorite animal to always tame, because you milk them for the fuel, and then when you get attacked by the insects, and if they're separated, you could send in one boomalope, and then he gets attacked, right? Because he's part of your colony, and then the boomalope blows up and everything catches on fire. Dude, I love boomalopes. I love boomalopes, man. For that exact reason. What about Oni, favorite animal? Ooh, man. So this guy right here, this guy's called a pip. This guy's called a pip. So this guy, what he does is he could walk on walls, and then if he finds seeds on the ground, he buries them. Now, this one is not the favorite. This one actually has a evolution called the Cuddle Pip, which is a pink version of the original Pip. And the upside is that this Pip will actually demand hugs. So this Pip right here will stand up on his back 2 feet and start motioning that he wants a hug. And if a duplicate walks by while they're doing that, they hug each other. And then there's an animation for that. And then the upside about that is it actually benefits you, because the Cuddle Pip has nurturing instincts. And what it actually will do is start incubating all the other eggs that are outside of its species. So it's the only critter that does that, where not only will it cuddle with the eggs so that it actually hatches faster, increases incubation rate, it would actually hug the dupes as well. So it's like a great upside. You speed up the eggs hatching, and then there's a cute animation, and then the Cuddle Pip is just awesome. So that's probably hands down one of the easiest go-tos for favorite critters. I think I have a clip somewhere too. I have a clip somewhere on my channel where we have the Cuddle Pips hugging and some of the weird interactions. But yeah. Dude, the Cuddle Pips is probably my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. They're really cool to do. The only thing is that I don't have them right now, because in order to get to grab Cuddle Pips, I need to feed them a specific diet. And that specific diet of food is this plant right here. The thimbleweed. If they eat this plant and they're a grazing critter, so we don't feed them from a box, we have to actually like grow plants, and then they have to walk up to it. And then once they start eating that, they'll start increasing their chance of laying the evolution type. But yeah, it's really cool. I love that critter. And it's a stress reliever. Yeah, and animal. That's a great thing to bring up. Yep. It is awesome. Genetically engineered support animal. It is. It's basically the support animal, man. It's great. I would recommend checking that out, man. If you want to see your new favorite critter. MJ calling it. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. Thank you for stopping by, and best of luck in the next colony you appear in. Hopefully, you know, get the happy ending and survive to the end. But have a good one and have a great week. See you next time. Alright, so we got this done. So let's build the things we need to build. So I need to start smelting metal. Not because I want to smelt metal, but because I want to have... Actually, I need to make that a little bit closer. I want to have a little bit of the heat... Oops. I want to have a little bit of the heat energy be dumped into the cold area so that we can melt the ice. Us melting the ice means we get more water, so I kind of need that right now. So the thing with this is I think I am going to manually add water from an outside source, like the polluted water here, and we're going to feed that into the refinery and dump that into here. So we actively introduce new water to the area. Oh, there's a pipeline here. Always unlucky. Alright, so let's put a bridge here. I probably want the bridge... Nah, this is probably fine. And then we just mine this out. So let's allow people to go inside. Start making the things work. And then let's pull this out. This is going to connect. And then we'll just have like a outlet pipe right here. Dump out the water. And then this is going to be hot. So what we're also going to need is a little bit of power. So the guy is going to be doing the job here. I would probably want to have 3 wheels. And then I'd probably want the battery... I guess we just have it here. And then that's at least conductive. At the very least. Oh, that's messed up. I'm actually too far away. So I have to waste a little bit of the refined metal to go outside. It feels bad. So I could reach this from the ladder. So that should be fine. And then the next thing we're going to need is a place to drop off the water to feed into here. That's probably going to have to be here, sadly. Let's mop this up. We'll leave that there. And we'll start mining out a little bit of space so we can just pump the water into the system. Nice, nice. Oh, we got the Paku. Let's go. Alright, so this is one of the best printouts that we could get. This is RNG, of course, but this is like top 3. We get 8 fishes, and then there's a fish tank right there for them already. Nice, and they see the water. They're flopping to it. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, so the next thing we need to do while we wait for that is start generating radiation energy, and we're going to be using the rad bolts for that, and the Weezwards. Now, of course, I need something called phosphorite to feed the plants. That's the 18 tons right there. Good stuff, good stuff. Have you guys checked out Dwarf Fortress? Alana, Jim? I feel like with the new update for Dwarf Fortress, it feels a lot like RimWorld. But then again, I haven't played it. And I did hear how, you know, RimWorld was influenced by the OG Dwarf Fortress. I'm curious if you guys have checked it out and what your guys' thoughts are of the game. Because before, when it was text-based, it was hard for me to get into it because I just didn't know what it was doing. Like, I would see Sal playing it. Salford Sal. And she loves Dwarf Fortress. She's been playing it since forever. But now with the new update, I feel like it's a lot easier to stream. Since it's going to be more appealing to like a larger category of people. And then it's going to be on the same, you know, same category as RimWorld is. The new version is great. I really liked it. So, how is Dwarf Fortress different from RimWorld? Quick, I imagine that you've played a little bit of the RimWorlds. I'm curious to see how it compares. I'm curious to hear about that. Alright, so this is low enough temp. I need to start extracting hydrogen. We actually have a lot. So, do we have anyone with plumbing skill? I don't. Okay, I need to give plumbing to somebody. Ooh, Oh, he already has too many skills. Ellie is not a plumber. FPC is not a plumber. Marie's not a plumber. Rowan's not a plumber. Ad is not a plumber. All right, man. Travado, I'm sorry. You're going to be a plumber. Even though you're doing research. All right. Travado does do the tidying. So we have to go into here. Grab the extract pipe contents tool right there. And have them start plumbing. Start doing the things. I played a ton of RimWorld. So which game do you think it's better? I would imagine RimWorld still out edges it out. Due to the mod community. Like, that's the first thing I'm thinking about. Like, when you compare games, one of the first things you kind of compare is there a modding community and how big is it? At least that's what I feel like, is like the first thing to compare. Food has decayed? Oh, that's fine. That's actually fine. How does the two games compare? Are they alike? Are they similar? Which one would you rather play? Oh, I need a spot for, I just realized this. I need a spot for, bleach stone. Do I have a liquid lock? I have one there, but that's probably not going to be good enough. I guess I could put it here. It's kind of jank, but it should be fine. There's actually more differences than there are similarities, but the similarities are super noticeable. Yeah. Like, you know, they're both colony management games, right? So the similarity at that point should be, you know, very straightforward in how they're very alike. But I guess the question is, what are the differences? What are the differences? Because I believe I was watching Sal play, and I think she was talking about how she got hit by a random beast or something like that. But like the walls are unbreakable, so it's actually not that bad. RimWorld's more of a combat-focused game, while Dwarf Fortress is a story generator. You know what's crazy? A lot of people I talk to say that about RimWorld, that RimWorld's only really, like, you're only able to get a lot out of it if you're able to create your own story while playing the game. And if you can't do that, not that the game is worse or anything like that, but the game is a lot better that way. Oh, he's digging through my seeds. Come on, man. Stop being a nuisance, that guy. Alright, I do want to mine this out, because I need to have my radiation plant over here, is what I'm thinking. And then we'll just start having, well, This is the CO2 shaft, so I'm thinking about using that instead. Alright, we're gonna mop that. I think we want to mop this as well, just to clean it up. Here. Might as well mop this up. And then I do need to start getting coal power. We're making a little bit of refined carbon. I should probably make a little bit more. That is not enough hydrogen. So let's do that. Keep doing that. Make the pipe. Alright, now this area. Alright, so the bleach stone storage. Let's have this at max priority. Consumable ore, bleach stone. Hello, what's going on, Avatar? How are you? Hope you're doing good today. Hope you're having a good old Mondays. Hope you're having a great start to the week, man. Alright, so we're going to trim this out. We already have a place for the bleach stones. It shouldn't be that bad. This is at 8, 8, and 6. I need to wrangle 2 more hatches. I see one here. Wasn't there a second one? Yeah, there's a second one right there. Alright, we'll wrangle both of those guys. They'll be put into here. Speed this up. I should probably get some bathrooms soon. That'd be probably pretty sweet. That way I could start using my bathroom water to feed into my oxygen machine. Would be pretty good. Another thing is that I know this isn't enough. We have 10 dupes. This is technically only going to provide enough oxygen for 8.5 dupes. So I will have to supplement with algae. So I should probably make sure we look at our algae resource. 34 tons, that's not bad. We do have our generators turned off though, but I think it's going to be okay. The only other thing that could give us oxygen at this point is the polluted water that's being off-gassed right now. Off-gassing into that polluted oxygen. Speed up the processing speeds. And then I think we need to do the critter flux soon. At least I would want to. Oh, ha, that's right. How many is this? It's 10. It's probably feasible. Okay, so let's take off the muck root. You're not allowed to eat that anymore. Make you eat the meal lice. What's going on, Sun Shepherd? How are you? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a awesome... Today's Monday. Hope you're having awesome Mondays, my friends. Alright, so I'm gonna do a jank design. This works, as long as the water reaches, right? So... Yeah. So this is at 4,000. So let's have this be where I actually put the fish feeder. And then this goes like this. Oh, it's better if it's lower. Oh, wow. That would have been amazing, actually. So ideally I want this. And then I want to push this down. And then I need to remove a little bit of the water from here. Someone gifted me a sub. Thank you so much. Yo, man. Shout out to the gift subbers, man. Sometimes you just gotta get lucky once. Hope you guys are having a good start to the week, though. The new year's gotta be getting off right. Gotta have a great January. Alright, so we're gonna build this out. A little bit of water is gonna spill up top. I want to say it should be fine. Hey, you two legit? We'll do our best. I need to remove a little bit of water here. I think once we build this, it's going to be easy, though. Because we'll do that. And then it's going to be a design like this. And then all I want is a ladder here. And then after that, this is a simple door setup. Alright, so we're going to make a weird fish tank design. This is going to be my fish breeder design. And for the most part, it should work pretty well. Paku farms are something I've never been able to figure out. Oh, what part of it are you having problems with? We could actually go through some of the parts that you're not familiar with or don't know what to do. If you need the help, I'm happy to go through. Alright, so from here, let's make our water tank. It's going to look like that. We're going to have a bottom emptier both sides. And we're going to have a pump right here. This is going to be a straight pipe. Straight setup. And then this goes just like that. Exits out. Let's go. Never played Oxygen Not Included before. Is it hard? I don't think it's that bad. Oh, was I not generating enough water? Because I am pulling way too much oxygen right now. Yep, I'm pulling way too much oxygen right now. Okay, so I got to turn off the bottom half. It's a little bit slow. Alright, so when you're first watching the game, it's hard to understand. It's one of those games where until you play it, you're not going to understand anything. And then when you do get the game and you start playing it, it depends on your approach. I know there's a lot of people who see the science aspect of the game and hear the scientific terms like, okay, so you need to make sure that Your duplicates generate oxygen. The oxygen is something you need to breathe, and there's the other elements in the periodic table of elements. And that puts a lot of people off because they may be traumatized by science class. And I would say that it's not that bad if you look at the game as purely mechanics. And once you make that click, it's actually not that bad. Now, I will say that although once you get that click and understand the logic that the game kind of wants you to follow, getting to that point is tough. And the learning curve is also pretty tough because the game does a very poor job teaching you how to play. A lot of the gameplay has basically, require you as the player to figure out yourself. And because of that, not a lot of people, especially in today's day and age, like that. Don't like that because of the fact that it's a little bit too much for their liking. So, they might not have time to play the game, so they don't want to fail for like 10 hours before really understanding. But if you put in the time and treat it as a new game, you put in the time, play the game, learn from your mistakes, it's a great time. What's up, Napolinis? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Will you do anything with the polluted gas bottles? This is water. So the polluted water is releasing gas because that's what polluted water does. So this I will. I'm going to dump it into here and feed it into the generator. I am in the, man, that seems complicated phase, so I'm not really attempted it. I would love to get a quick run through. Okay. So in the terms of the game, this is a colony management simulator. It's basically RimWorld, but instead of 3D, it's 2D on a 2D side-scroller camera style. So you go up, down, left, right. There's no real depth into the game in terms of going 3D deep. But it's basically RimWorld, no combat, focused on survival with a lot more emphasis on things that could go wrong that are not tied to your normal things. So there's no such thing as seasonality. There's no such thing as temperature change due to weather. Everything is consistent and is a result of your existing planet composition or something that you did wrong. So in this game, you start off in an underground world and you could breach to the surface and reach space. And then from there, you could start navigating your star map and go to other planets and whatnot. Now, that's a little bit later on. What you need to focus on in the beginning is survival. Since you're underground, you don't have a lot of rocketry tech. You have to research that, of course. And you need to do a lot of things for food, oxygen, and of course, managing stress. There's also diseases, but we won't talk about that right now. So it's your basic typical colony management game at that point, where it's very much just that. Once you get survivability, you're able to actually start going into space, go into other planetoids. There's a lot of other cool little things as well. But for the most part, this game is unique in a sense because of how the system that's underneath everything operates. So if I bring up this overlay, this is an overlay of everything that exists in the game that you interact with. Now, of course, this is not set on everything. This is set on everything. But let's look at the gases, right? You have to provide oxygen. And as a byproduct, you breathe out carbon dioxide. So there's a lot of things to do with gas management. And then if you look at the thermal overlay right here, this is your heat map. You can see cold areas, you can see hot areas. You have to do a lot of heat management in this game. And this actively becomes something similar to a thermodynamic simulator because of how the system works. Now, one of the unique things about this game is how there's no such thing as a mixed element. So, of course, these are all elements: oxygen, carbon dioxide, right? I don't have to talk about it. Chlorine, hydrogen. You can never mix two things in one tile. So because one thing occupies the tile, if something moves to it, they swap positions. So this gives you a very unique format for managing a lot of the things in the game. Because of how that works, there's a lot of really unique properties to the game that's kind of considered jank. But in the most case, you could actually, once you get a little bit more knowledgeable, you could start manipulating that to your advantage. Something like this probably be a great example. By spilling out a water tile like this, we could create a vacuum in the middle. And the vacuum allows you to have no heat transfer. So because of that, you get a little bit of an advantageous lock where the inside temperature and the outside temperature has no exchange. But that's a little bit more advanced. But this game is about basically seeing a problem and then trying to fix it. And the upside with the game is that there's a lot of different ways to fix the problems. And given that the game's always changing, there's no real best solution, although there's a lot of really great solutions that are better than the rest. So just because your answer to the problem the game gives at you, let's say you don't have enough oxygen, so you have to make more oxygen, it becomes a thing where it's like, well, if you're able to make oxygen, you did a good job because they give you a lot of different ways of doing it. Oh, you were talking about Paku, not the game. Feels bad. Well, that's the game. For those of you guys wondering about it, that's the game. It's a game where you learn by dying, fixing it for next time. Yep. Is it like DST? No tutorial at all in the beginning? Yes, Sun Shepherd, 100%. Just like that. There's no tutorial. You kind of just, you're in the world and you just got to survive. Good morning. What's going on, Debbie? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good Mondays. How are you? We're doing all right. It's raining, dude. It's raining hard. It hasn't stopped raining since the new year started. I mean, and where I'm at, we kind of want the rain, but it's been a lot of cold and a lot of wetness. Don't you use coal as fuel? You can. I need to start doing that soon. Oh, that's way too much hydrogen. I need to stop that. But I haven't yet. I need to start doing that soon, though. I'm saving my coal for my rad bolts. And that's because of how that kind of consumes power. That was a great explanation, though. I see Napolini's. Good explanation. Yeah, I understand the game now. Thank you for explaining. Yeah, I got you guys. So the Paku Ranch. It's a little bit different. When you're trying to tame Paku, it depends on what aspect you're looking at. There's a big difference between wild ranching and actually increasing the numbers. For the most part, I don't want to go over the whole thing because it's going to be long. So is there a specific part of Paku ranching, whether it's breeding or wild ranching or starvation ranching, that you want to run through over? I could do that, but I don't want to go over all of Paku's. If you want, I do go over all of the Paku stuff on a YouTube video. ! YouTube. I have a Paku guide that goes over the ins and outs of the Pakus, the variations, what the differences are, and of course the different type of designs that you have at your disposal. But yeah, Quick Bend, if that's the name. Quick Bend. That's not a D, that's a 6. I see you. But yeah, the Paku ranching is really not that bad. It just becomes a thing where you could do a lot of cool stuff because of how water and fish work in the game. But for the most part, it's there's a lot to talk about depending on which aspect you want to check out. Alright, so we're putting these guys here. We're going to start dumping pea water soon. I need to get a power wire. We'll just do it like that. Hey, thank you, Quick Ben. Appreciate that. Alright, so I think I caught up with chat. I need to start mopping up all the water we can so that we don't have this weird layer of water that's on top causing us to get soggy feet. Making sure we mop up all the waters. I think we're pretty good now. And then we can start moving up Paku here. These doors are a little bit off. We're going to move them one over to the left. And then we'll put a dispenser right here. Next thing we're going to need is on the tech, we're going to start grabbing rad bolts. I need to start grabbing rad bolt research, and we'll start making a design for that. So this is just going to be a simple ladder way. We'll just have that there, have this go to the ground, and then we'll do another set right here. 3, 3, and then we will just build this out first. We're going to build our rad bolt research or rad bolt harvesting area in this corner. And the idea is we're just going to be building a little bit of coal generators to keep that powered. Now, we're going to be using coal as fuel, but only for things that require steady power. So a lot of the things, if you lose power for a split second, it's really not that big of a deal. But for harvesting rad bolt energy, once we get to that, that's a big deal. Because if you turn off your power, all your rad bolt energy starts decaying, and you don't want that. As it means that all of the juice you added in before was for naught. Because if you decay, I think it's 10 times faster than you generate. So if it takes you 10 seconds to generate one rad bolt, you lose that one rad bolt in 1 second. Something like that. It's probably a lot worse than that, but we don't want the rad bolt to decay. So we're going to be saving the coal since we don't have a lot, only 84 tons, because then we're also going to need to build a lot of steel for the rad bolt and nothing else. And we're playing a super classic run right now. It's a challenge run, meaning that we can't use geysers. So this natural gas geyser we can't use. Same thing with these geysers for water. So because of the challenge run, it's going to mean that it's going to be a little bit more difficult. All right, so I don't have this terminal yet. Okay, we have to wait for the research. We have the Weaves words right there, though. Okay, so that means we'll just focus on this. So we grab that. This is in. I could start smelting, and we're going to need iron. Okay, so let's make 25 of these. Let's start dumping in pea water into here. And then it's just going to start pumping. I could also put a reservoir here just to hold up to the liquids, which is not a bad idea. Just do that, and just hold all the polluted water right there. I have 3 warts on this ice biome, but I have another ice biome right here that I haven't tackled yet. We have at least 1 wart already inside. And there's more space. Now, this is neutronium, so I don't know how much more space we have. So we have at least 4. Assuming the Pakus don't eat it, right? But Napolini's, man, was the steam engines really at 10 tile range? That really sucks, if that's the case. I'm not gonna lie. That really sucks. I was hoping it was at 15, because everything worked out with the math. I don't want to revise the challenge, man. I really don't. But I might have to. I might have to. Feels bad, man. And I think we have to seal this up and make a anti-cramping ranch. Actually, I don't need that, right? I could just do this. Wait. It's this. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's easy design. Okay. So here, here, here. And I do it like that. And then, well, I don't even need this. I can make that shorter, right? I do that. And then it's this, and then it's that. Yeah, I think this works. So yeah, you could shadow discover it, but then there's 15 out of them. It's a fair amount of RNG. That's the thing. So it's like, does that mean you send out, you know, 6 rockets and try to hope one of them gets it? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you just risk that? Send out 6 steam rockets and hope one of them discovers a Terra to beat the game? That's a little bit too much RNG for my liking, to be honest. And I would not want that to be the winning condition, right? If it's something like RNG heavy like that, you know? So I don't want to revise it. So I'm hoping to figure out a way to make that possible. Why is there pea water everywhere, man? Who keeps peeing? Is there ice here or something? Alright, so let's start changing this up like that. Cut the pipes. And then we'll start putting all the pea water inside the storage. Good thing we're deodorizing this, but still at the same time feels bad, man. Steam and hope no one dies, or do rad rockets, but as discussed, rad bolts are a major bottleneck. Yeah, so the thing is that the Terra Start gives you a geode, and this is 15, 20 tiles of uranium. So 20, that's 10 times 100, that's what? Dude, you get 1 ton of uranium. Dude, that's nothing. That's nothing. But you could charge your rad bolt rocket You could charge your Radbolt rocket 50 times full power with this. Theoretically. Wait, no, I'm not considering the refinement turnover on the centrifuge. I think it's 20 times. I think you'll be able to make 20 Radbolts fully charged with this chunk of uranium. Assuming you use the centrifuge to do the stuff for that. Bob Ross of Oni right there. You gotta have the knowledge. What's good, Uglar Visk? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so we got the wheels right there. I probably want to stop using the wheel tech. Okay, we do have the terminal now. So that's actually what I was waiting for. So let's go into the station. We need that, and we know that that needs to be like this. So it's like that. Now, we have this. I want the reflectors. Oh, it's not research. It has to shoot downwards. And then we have to do our Radbolt gen here. So we have to do something like that. And then we'll start placing out the planter boxes so that we can make the design. Hopefully it's not going to be that bad. All the dupes, I see them. Toilets are clogged. I might want to get bathrooms soon. I also want to expand their spawn and make a second one. There's a good amount of water, but none of it is cold. I mean, none of it is... All of this water right here, man, it's still negative temperatures. It makes me want to just stop pumping here and feed this into the refinery. That feels like what I need to do. Feed this into the refinery so that we could get the cold energy into that to heat up. But then I need to make oxygen. That's the problem. Alright, so let's work on this. This is going to be sweep only critter egg fry. This is going to be a max priority. We're going to put one in there. And then this is going to be mealwood seeds. Let's put 50 kilograms. That will last them a while anyways. I don't need more than that. And I have 100 seeds, so it's not too bad. Oh, there's an egg right here. Oh, I'm sweeping that. What about this one? 70. Okay, cancel. We're going to sweep this one. This one's about to hatch. So we could reach that. We're going to sweep the egg into there, and it's going to start breeding. I might want to make a second breeder, to be honest, is what I'm thinking right now. So this is going to be the first fish breeder. Actually, I could put both of them in there. That's actually fine. Let me get the second Paku egg and sweep that as well. So the upside with that is this water tank fits 10 Paku. Very easily. 10 Paku. Now, this is basically going to be the printing pod. If they spawn, they go into here. But we're going to make the actual area for the Paku ranching to be right here. So we're going to set this up right now. I wonder if geysers could be config disabled, as 2 geysers always spawn in ice biomes. If they were removed, they have a higher chance for rewards. That's true. That's another thing to think about. Right? Same thing with the uranium geode. Same thing with the rooms. Because even though we removed the teleporters, the rooms are still there. So I don't know, man. It's kind of jank. I don't know if there's any real way without making like a special mod to turn that off. It would be an idea though, and I could see some of the potential for that. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a thing. I would love for it to be a thing though. Alright, so this is going to be 2 coal gens, and there's no power. We're going to use... Oh, this is not done properly. Let's put a floor right here for now. Or maybe not here, just right here. I think the thing is right now, Napolinis, is I don't know if the geysers would be able to help. I don't know if the additional weaves words would really change anything. I think the biggest thing is literally seeing if that's feasible. The finding the tear without having geyser access. That's literally the biggest thing right now, I think, for the challenge. Because if we can figure that out, we're good. We're golden. But if we can't, it's a bad time. It's a bad time. Because that's kind of the run right there. So I'm going to try to get to the Great Monument, and then I'm going to try launching rockets, and I'm going to try to get steam rockets. I might want to... I don't want to make this a sacrificial run, but I feel like I need to do a little bit of testing with the rocket engines to figure out what's actually going to be feasible. Because I think Terra has the smallest star map, and although there's other maps that have a similar size, I do know if you do something like Flipped Asteroid or Radioactive Ocean, the map size is a lot bigger. Not a lot bigger, but it is bigger. So using something like a Steam Rocket strat on the later maps is not going to be feasible. Taz Madar, what's going on? That sounds like something you would hear from playing Protoss in StarCraft. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Let me know if you have any questions about the game. And otherwise, man, I hope you're having a great start to the week. Hope you're having awesome Mondays, man. Alright, so this is going to be hydrogen. I forgot that we needed to release that. I need to make sure we could release that. And then, who was my mechatronics guy? Was it Cyberdyne? Oh, he is. Cyberdyne has 5 required. Alright, we're just going to give him mechatronics. Cyberdyne the stud. Build supply. Let's go. So we want him to do that due to the fact that, you know, we need him to build all the mechatronic stuff. So we're going to actually build the auto sweeper designs into here. Gonna have to get a loader, so both of that overlaps here. So we'll just build the loader in the middle. And then we have to do a weird design here. Ah, this is a pain. Because I don't have the bottom area actually set up. So I have to build this. And then I have to build some ladder shenanigans like that. I hate that I have to do this, but I think I do. I got here from watching Jim play a decent amount of this game, but good seeing a better player strategy. Hey, nice, I see you over there. I just heard my name, Cyberdyne, dude. We just got you mechatronics. So you're able to build auto sweepers now. It's pretty sweet. Getting some of the automation in. How y'all doing? It's cold, man. It's raining. It hasn't stopped raining since the new year started. Actually, it hasn't stopped raining since Christmas. So I want to say everything's all good, but yo, man, it's not stopped, man. It's so cold. It's so wet. Feels like I'm in the UK or something, man. Constantly raining. It's always cold. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Do I want to do some OR gate shenanigans here? I could. Now let's just do an internal setup. So it's here, and then we'll do another sensor soon. And that's going to tie to the door. Probably just do it here. This goes like that. This goes like this. Awesome. That's kind of close to my job IRL. Oh, wow. You build the smart tech, dude. You build, like, the operation stuff. Like, you guys remember that show? I used to love watching this show as a kid. It was called How It's Made on the Food Network channel. And sometimes they would go inside the factories. And they would talk about some of the machinery they have that automates making all of the things that we eat. And one of them was... I forgot what it was. But I remember there was a machine that filters out everything. And what's the crazy thing was that it's like everything is falling in diagonally, right? And what they have is they have these sticks. And what the sticks would do is there's a camera, high-speed camera. If it sees something with an impurity, it slaps it so that it doesn't fall down the chute. And it slaps specifically that one entity. So like it could be something like a bad vegetable, bad fruit, and it filters it out because of the camera. And I thought it was mad cool, dude. I was like, oh man, they have that tech already, dude. That's impressive. But yeah, How It's Made. Loved watching that as a kid, man. Is that what you do, Cyberdyne? That's exactly what I imagine when you say you do that, man. I don't know if that's what you do, but that's what it sounds like, man. Oh, did we not get the second Paku egg? Where's it at? Aw, come on, man. Sweep that. It goes into here. We gotta turn this off. Yeah, it separates a green tomato from red tomatoes. It separates the ripe one. Yeah. That could be one of them, too. But yeah, I saw that machine. I was like, that's actually pretty cool, man. I've always loved watching that as a kid. Get to see how candy's made, all the other stuff. It's a cool time, man. You know what it reminds me of? Not that I don't watch how it's made anymore, but I kind of do. But how do I say this? It's like the best way for me to describe it. Nowadays on YouTube, they have a lot of like just, you know, like I think the popular one is the food stalls at some of the night markets, like in Japan. Like, oh yeah, takoyaki. Oh yeah, get the noodles. Oh yeah, get the ice cream that looks like a fish, right? Whatever it is. And they have the food stalls right there, right? Some of them, they actually go into like behind the scenes and watch them cook and do all that. For whatever reason, it reminds me of how it's made, and I love watching that too. And it's, you know, I watch from all over the world. Sometimes it's like a proper restaurant. This is how we make the X, Y, and Z, and they just go through the cooking process. Kind of like Diners, Drives In, and Dives too. I don't know. Something about those shows, man. I just get hooked on it. Pretty close, actually. Just computer vision. Oh, I see you, Cyberdyne. That's actually pretty cool. Mighty Stooge, what's good? I see you over there. Watching the whole bakery process on YouTube is divine. Seeing them making chocolate croissants. Oh, dude. Watching the French pastry chef make the 1,000 layers when they're making croissants. Oh my god, dude. It's like, you have to fold it, be gentle. Now you roll it out. Now you add another layer of butter. Fold it again. Can't roll too fast because if it gets too hot, the butter melts. You know what I'm saying, man? Too legit needs some Guy Fieri hair. I have the goatee, dude. I gotta dye my goatee with that white strip in the middle. Go straight Guy Fieri for you guys. I'll see you guys over there. Alright, so this is too much. Let's dump the rest of the hydrogen on the floor. Now we need CO2. Hopefully my dupes could just breathe that in, though. But we wanted the top layer to be hydrogen. I know it, great stuff. Dude, I don't know why. It's always so I don't know. I don't want to say it's entertaining, but it is. But maybe for lack of better words, I think the word I'm looking for is mesmerizing. Like the process in and of itself is a bit mesmerizing. I just like watching it. Oh, I think I have the fish feeder in the wrong spot. I need that there. Let's deconstruct this. Oh, I need to move the fish feeder. Oh, I could just put a double fish feeder. No, I'll just move it one at a time, and then we'll just swap the seeds. Dies the goatee, I know, right? Ooh, the nutrient bars is not bad. I could also got citrus spandex, which is not bad as well. I'll probably just go for the nutrient bars. Hey, Ross Jaman, guys. People of chat, can we get some smiles in chat? Get some good vibe to start up the week. Can we get any of the happy face emotes? Any of your personal emotes? Other people's channels? Just the global emotes? Can we get some happy faces in chat? Get some good vibes in. I see you over there, Ross Jaman. Hope you're doing well. How are you today, man? Hope you're having a good Monday. Someone got food poisoning. Oh, rip. Ah, man. As long as the bathrooms aren't clogged, he's gonna be fine. That Widowmaker smile, dude. That darn Widowmaker. Every time. Hulk Bravo coming in with the happies. I see you over there. Making our sweet, sweet iron. Adding in the thermal energy. 49 degrees. It barely puts into a dent into the cold water, man. It's tough. Is there a shorter name? Call yourself? Always 2 Legit City the whole time. Some people call me Legit. Some people call me 2LC as a abbreviation. But it's up to you. Call me 2 Legit City. You could call me City Man. Call me too legit. Call me legit. Call me too LC. There's a lot of variations I've seen through the times, and any of those is actually perfectly fine. I shouldn't have put the hydrogen too early. I think I did, because then building the rail is going to take forever. That has to go like this. And then I want to go... Oops. I want to go underneath so that we don't trigger the cramping mechanic, which is why I wanted to wait, but I think it should be fine. Tasmadar, hope that helps, man. If you also want to give me a new nickname, we'll consider it, depending on what it is. Okay, so we need to build a critter drop-off here so that we can start the critter fluxomatic setup. And then once the ranch is ready, we'll start forcing some glossies inside. Alright, so did we get the research? We did. So, yes, this is good. I don't know if I want the rat boat engine right now. One thing I do know I want is this one. We're going to want the large spacefarer. Alright, so this setup for the radiation, we know we're going to need a reflector. It's going to point downwards. But then it's about the generators. So if I do here... Here... Oh, it's the other way. And then both of them go down. Yes, yes, yes. And then we do food double planner. And I guess this also works. And then we run the reflector here. And then what we need is power. All right, so that automation... This works. That works. Now, the problem with this is that, of course, we don't have any real way of storing the rad bolts. We have to be a little bit precise. So one of the things we're going to have to do is automate. We're going to put both of these. Oh, no, I can't because of the wheeze word. We'll have to do it here, then. This one could be close. We'll have two separate signal switches depending on how the power consumption is and how much rad bolt I need. So we'll just set that up like that, so it's a little bit easier and we have more control over it. Alright, now here we could deconstruct this. There's enough water. This is actually going to be for... the fish is there. I can't actually... Yeah, I can't do anything with this, right? Oh, man. Because if I remove the seeds, it's going to be a problem, right? Alright, let me build a bin so we could sweep to that once we need to. Couple of problems we're running into. Minor problems, minor problems. Are we out of pea water to deliver? Oh, no, we still have it. We still have it. I was going to say, like, man, this is empty. And this is still really cold. I'm impressed. This is starting to get warm, though, inside. The water's starting to get warm. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Either way, though, we still need to melt out the biome as fast as we can. All right, so this is here. So... Sweep only, priority 9, and this is going to be mealwood. Alright, so now we have to deconstruct this. The fish feeders aren't going to need it now. They're still little babies. They're going to be trying to tame themselves, but then take a minute. So I'm moving the fish feeder to this side so that we could reach from the door, I'm hoping. So I am hoping this works. I could also do it like that, but I want to do it like this. This might sound dumb, but when you get a chance, can you explain how to do plumbing for bathrooms? Where you could take out the gross water and cycle it for hand washing? For showers or... Oh. Gotcha. You know what? We'll actually build that right now. We'll build the system for that right now. Does it matter where this is? No. I could just line this up here. Alright, so let me get a sieve. Let me get the reservoir. I probably want to hold clean water and not actually polluted water due to the fact that it's going to feed into the spawn. So we'll do it like that. Alright, so normally you're going to need at least one water reservoir and then the water sieve. Up to you what to make it out of. In my case, we're just going to use copper. Gonna start replacing some of the bathrooms soon, just so that we could show off how to do the bathroom loops. Okay, so what's my refined carbon at? It's 10 tons. Jeez, that's a lot. How much do I need for steel? 20 kg. Yeah, we have enough already. So the rest of it's gonna be fine. Let's make some lime. We only have 3 eggshells. That's actually gross. We don't have that much eggshells to crush. Oh man, no lime shenanigans. No one's cramping, of course. Everyone's happy. Oh, these guys are cramped. Did we get a new egg? Yep, stone egg. Feels bad. Alright, they'll sweep out the stone egg and we'll be fine. Still waiting for that to be built. Cleaning the toilets. Probably don't even need to do that. Let's replace this bathroom first. And have that be a lavatory. Still need to build it though, so we'll wait. Alright, so if you guys didn't know, we're doing a challenge run right now where we're trying to survive and build a great monument for the 365 cycles. Problem is that one of the additional challenges is we need to venture out space on the star map. And the problem with the star map is that we're looking for something called the Terra. And the issue with that is that, well, the Terra is kind of far away, and without the certain resources that we're limiting ourselves with, we actually can't get that far. So it's a very weird situation where we can't really get where we need to get to. Always looking for the Terra, 100%, man. Always looking for the Terra. Oh, they're eating the meal with seeds? I mean, that's actually fine, but I want to build the fish feeder first. Oh, please move, fish. Please move. Stop, stop. Oh, I could scare them with the mesh tiles. Move from the mesh. Move from the mesh. Please move. Please move. There's a mesh tile there. Come on, man. These fish. I don't want you to get stuck in the tile, dude. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, he's inside. No, he's in. He's actually stuck. You hate to see this kind of thing happen. Mop it up, boys. We gotta free the fish. God damn it, dude. That took forever to build, man. That took forever to build. I just have to hope it doesn't happen a second time. I guess mesh only works if the tiles isn't already occupied. Maybe. Alright, we got time. They could hang out in there. They're causing problems, man. They causing problems. We'll get the other stuff built soon. We have copper. We actually have enough. No, the mesh does something. I have a clip on my last stream where I had a fish that was stuck. I could probably show you if I find another fish. So I had a fish that had access to water like that, but he wouldn't leave these 3 tiles. And when I clicked on show navigation, they didn't want to leave these 3 tiles. Like, they had this much water, but they didn't want to move into it. The mesh tiles actually pushes the fish out. I don't have a clip ready, but I did that in my last playthrough. I mean, not last playthrough, my last stream. I had one of the Pakus in here. They basically didn't want to leave because I did something to the water. And even though it was full bodies of water, meaning it was like 900 kilograms, and they could swim through it, they didn't want to swim through it. I had specifically one fish stuck in this tile. And then when I moved a mesh tile over it, he jumped out. And it's actually a mechanic in this game. I don't know why. I just know that the fish don't like the blueprints. You don't even have to build it. They don't like the blueprints of the mesh tile. And they avoid it. But it's only when they're stuck. It's only when they're stuck, typically. I don't imagine what I was doing right now should have worked. Because if I do this, the fish aren't going to leave, right? It's only if the fish is stuck that that happens. Order your person to move again and assign new work order for someone else. Delay if things look bad again. The fish small brains, it'd be like that sometimes, man. No, but that is something that has happened. I should bring up the clip. It's really weird. I don't know how to explain it because it is a weird phenomenon. And it does seem jank. I agree. Come on. Stay on the right side. Stay on the bottom. Right, bottom, left. That's a good combo. Oh my god. He zigzagged into the fish. What a guy. You explained it pretty well. Thank you, thank you. I try to do my best to explain things, as I feel like communication is key a lot of times. Please move, please move, please move. Please move. We gotta hit him with the mesh. There we go. No, no, no. Oh, he's inside again. I hate this game, dude. I hate this game. I hate this game, dude. Freaking Paku, dude. This guy's a menace. Absolute menace to society. I can't believe it. Alright, so I am... Oh, that's not gonna work, right? I just have to chance it, dude. 50% of the time, we get it every time. That's such a pain. Okay, so these two are the next buildings we need to build, but we don't have builders working right now. No, because since it's not Amber, he's actually just gonna die. So we get all of the losses and none of the pros, if that makes sense. When he gets stuck inside the fish feeder, he just dies like normal, except we don't get an egg from it. So we get all of the bad side and none of the good side. I just want to make sure we don't get shafted. Like, he still ages inside. It doesn't preserve him. Is this going to be a bad time? Both fishes are inside the tile now, dude. Holy crap. Okay, it's just one of them. Can you, like, actually just move? Get out of there, man. There we go. Dude, are you serious? He ran in at the last second. He ran in at the last second. Oh, my God, dude. Yo, man. This is a bad day today. This is a bad day. I don't know what to tell you guys, man. We gotta try this a 5th time. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. And it really do be like that sometimes. Dude, man. This Paku, dude. I think we just might kill him, dude. I think it's time. I think it's time for that guy to go. We don't have that much eggshells. Oh, it's because I can't go inside here. Let's make the sweep only. Let's allow access. I was wondering why I don't have any eggshells. Let's move eggshells into a bin. Maybe it's time to evolve him to a Paku fillet. You might be right. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. We gotta forcefully evolve that guy into a fillet. Ah, man. That's so annoying. Alright, we'll get the bathroom one day, it's render. After we conquer the fish, we'll make the bathrooms. But we need to conquer the fish first. This guy's a pain. Our man. This guy. both of them on the tile now, dude. One day, dude, guys, what's more likely? Me not trapping a fish or me trapping both of the fishes? I don't know which is more likely, man. Because we get one of them every time. And then it feels like since we're in the middle, +1, -1, it could be either or. So what are we doing this game? We're not guessing not all achievements. No, the Super Classic run. There we go. Totem Hugger David. That is all the rule set that we're going to be following right now. That's a Super Classic challenge. Of course, that is revised to a version 2.0 or a version 0.2. But, you know, we're still fleshing out some of the rule sets. I don't know if we're going to be able to reach the Temporal Tear with a Steam engine, due to the fact that we have no deaths is another one of the things for that, right? Alright. Didn't grab the eggshells. Let's not make the sweep only. Someone's cramping right here. Gotta sweep out the eggs. Update broke the mods, and I have to go through them one by one to figure out what's broken and what's not. Yep. That's why I only use like 5 mods. It's easy for me to go through my mods. It's like 5 of them. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. We got a printout. What do we got? Gold. I like gold. I like gold. It's very pretty and shiny. Alright, we'll speed that up. There's a lot of things for me to build still, but my builders are struggling. Oh, it's starting to warm up. That's not bad. Got the H2, 63 kilogram. That's actually looking very healthy. Pressurizing, that's also very good as well. Okay, gold number. He got the joke. Let's go. He got the joke, boys. He knows what I'm talking about. He got the reference. He got the reference. Okay. All right, so both Paku are inside. One of them's out. Second one's out. Oh, we did it. Let's go. Let's go. We did it. We finally did it, boys. Took us 30 years, but we did it. Oh my god, I feel so accomplished. Guys, I'm done with the day, man. Oof, I am done. We don't have to achieve anything else anymore, man. We did it. Yeah, he was too slow, man. He was too slow. I caught him slipping. Sometimes that's a trick. You gotta catch them slipping sometimes. You gotta catch one of those days they wake up late for school. Alright, now we go into the bathrooms. So, let's start setting up the pipes. So, it's render. Hope you're here. Normally, what I separate bathroom plumbing is, I separate input and output. So, normally, if I want the input at the bottom, I make sure all the input's at the bottom. And we have shared input. So, I'm gonna build that out right now. And then the output is gonna be like this. Now, I'm not going to do that since I need to use this for piping. We're going to run the pipes in here. So that's going to be my normal bathroom setup. So this output water right here, actually, we're actually fine doing what I was doing earlier. The output water right here needs to come together and feed into the intake because this is wastewater that's coming out. Now, afterwards, we're going to have... this go into here because this is going to be holding the clean water, and the clean water comes out, goes back into the bottom. So this is going to be the basic setup design that you're going to have to do. Now, after this, the key thing is your bathrooms actually generate more water than you put in, and that's because your duplicates are peeing, so they're adding water into the pipeline. So because of that, you have to make something known as a overflow setup. And overflow setup is actually what we're going to do here. So the output, we want to make sure there's always space for the sieve to dump its water output. So we dump it into a reservoir. This reservoir makes sure that the contents of this always dedicates itself going into the bathroom loop. So what we have to do afterwards is on this intake, we're feeding into the reservoir we're going to bypass after it. So we can bypass up or to the right or to the bottom. We're going to do that and pull it up to here. And this is going to go into the spawn feed it. That's what I'm going to do with my extra water. I'm going to feed it into the spawn. So you could actually have this before the reservoir and feed your polluted water into the reservoir before it feeds into the sieve as a secondary option if you want polluted water instead of regular water. In my case, since I'm going to feed the extra water to a spawn system, I want it afterwards. So what we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to generate a priority system. A priority system requires me to put a bridge right here. So we're just going to put that in first. You could do the thimble reed thing. That is an option. That is an option. Nothing wrong with that, and that is an option. It's just that thimble reeds consume so much water, I don't think it's worth it. Because if you're doing a no geyser run, water is very, very important, right? Because if you run out of water, you run out of oxygen. So my logic is that since we already have pips, right? You have this little guy right there. Have a couple pip eggs. We're going to want to actually plant wildly all the reed fiber we have. Because they consume 160 kilograms per cycle. That's insane. It's way too much water. So that's the logic behind that. That's actually enough water for 2 electrolyzers running non-stop. 160 kilograms? I'm just saying. So you have to figure out a way to generate water. Yes, in my case, I'm melting ice instead of mining ice, because if you mine the ice, you lose half of the mass. So I built my spawn in the ice biome to not only chill my oxygen, but to also melt out the ice so I get more water. Second thing is I can't waste any water that I already spawned with on the map. And then I need to basically achieve my goals before I actually run out of water. So that's kind of the challenge of the playthrough. Since you're not going to be allowed to tap into the geysers, this one or the cool steam vent, or any of the other geysers in general, you have to be conservative and then still achieve your goals. So if your goals require you to, waste water, maybe that's not actually that great. Right? So that's part of the challenge. So our challenge is not actually doing all of the objectives. We're just doing home sweet home. And then we're going to locate the tear. So we're not going to open it and we're not going to land on another planet. So we just have to build a rocket and find the tear point of interest. So that's our goals. So hopefully it's not going to be that bad. Alright, so we just got to wait for the pipes to be built, and we're going to be waiting for that. Legit, speaking of polluted water, I can't figure out why sometimes I get germs inside polluted oxygen from untouched polluted water evaporating from a pool inside the water. Only way I know how to reproduce that is effectively by bottling up. How do I get germs in the air randomly if I don't bottle up water? Is it a bug of sorts? No. So polluted water, naturally, in and of itself, will off-gas. If you click on polluted water on the ground, it doesn't have to be in a bottle, just in the ground like this. It will randomly off-gas polluted oxygen according to the pressure level. So anytime you see that bubble animation, that's an off-gas. Come on, I want to catch it so we could see a number. No. Well, it will tell you when it off-gases, basically, in the grams per second. Now, the thing is that there are a couple of things that you could actually do to prevent that. Wait, oh no, so it's not off-gassing, it's germs. Okay, okay. So let me see. Let me reread that. I can't figure out why sometimes I get germs inside polluted oxygen from untouched polluted water evaporating from a pool of germs inside the water. The only way I know to reproduce that is reliably bottling it up. So how do I get germs in air randomly if I don't bottle the water? Is it a bug of sorts? Okay, so germs in the air. There's a couple of ways. So slime lung happens when your duplicants actually get slime lung, and when they cough, they actually release slime lung germs, if you didn't know that. So that could be easily the culprit. Someone walks by, coughs because they have slime lung, and they create the germ. Not really because of the situation, but a dupe can do that. I'm not saying that's the reasoning though, but that is a possibility. So watch out for that. Another one could be that if just food poisoning through from the geyser itself, there is a water geyser. Not this one. There is a polluted water geyser that's at 30 degrees that actively generates polluted water with food poisoning. It's the water vents. The polluted water vents. That one always has food poisoning. Now, the thing with this geyser is that although it creates 30°C polluted water with food poisoning, if you off gas, the food poisoning goes into the air. Now, here's the thing about food poisoning. Food poisoning dies in the air. Killed by gas. So the reason why it's not always in the air, but sometimes, is because if you don't off gas for a long period of time, the food poisoning in your air will naturally get disinfected because it's killed by anything in a gas state. So eventually, any food poisoning in the air will naturally get itself killed unless there's a source producing said polluted oxygen. Or, I'm sorry, if there's a source creating the food poisoning, that's the only time where you'll actually see it in the gas. If you stop off gassing or stop actually creating food poisoning because of gas pressure, liquid layer mechanics, and things like that, you actually just have the food poisoning slowly just kill itself and it just disappears. Why am I getting this randomly? Where is this water coming from? Yo, Great Stadini, what's going on? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. How are you? Welcome on in. And how is the new week? How's the Mondays? Alright, I'll try to look into it. Reducing PO2 pressure. Said if it... No. Alright, so the rules for that is... how do I say this? When your gas per tile is above 1,800 grams, so this is 1884, this is above 1,800 grams, you stop off-gassing. So when you start off-gassing, that means your gas pressure is too low. You want the pressure to be high so that it doesn't happen. Now, of course, for the most part, a lot of what I'm saying is speculation, given what you're telling me. So it's I know I might be wrong, I might be right. I'm not 100% sure. I will say that. But yeah, if you do figure out more about it, the more info we have, the better we can help. Set it to 3,000 to kill it. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be pretty good. Doing good, thanks. Hope you're doing likewise. Dude, it's raining hard where I'm at, man. It's raining hard. I mean, it's not hard rain, but it's raining pretty bad. And I live in California. We don't get that much rain, so we're not used to it. But it's mad cold, dude. You see my kitty cat right here in the bottom right-hand side? He's napping. He's napping on my bed. He's trying to stay warm. But yo, man. Otherwise than that, I wish we got some sun. Otherwise, you're doing pretty good. Can't complain. Can't complain. Take my snow, man. I have rain. It doesn't snow where I live. It just doesn't happen. So I don't know what to tell you. It just doesn't snow here, man. All right, so let's sweep out all the eggshells from the room. Sweep only. Let's open this up. And we should have eggshells now? No? Yes? Eggshells. 39 kilograms. Can we sweep that out, please? Thank you. I heard they had to issue some evacuation order for part of Cali. So the evacuation, I believe, is not actually for floods. It's actually for mudslides. There's a lot of places in Cali that because it didn't rain for a long time, people were like building property, expanding housing because it just didn't rain. Now that it's been raining nonstop for like 2 weeks now, it's very susceptible to mudslides, and there's a lot of areas because we have a lot of elevated lands here in Cali. It's very mountainous, hilly. That, dude, the mudslides will like literally just collapse, ruin areas, man. So there's a lot of issues with being scared of that, the mudslide stuff. That's the biggest thing. I haven't had that happen in my area because I live in a pretty flat area of the Cali. But yeah, I believe that's what the evacuation's for. Sometimes a nap is the only solution. Cozy naps with the baby mamba, man. Only way to do it. Food poisoning, germs, and gas breathed in by dupes is not a problem. Dupes only get food poisoning by eating. Slime lung is the other way. It's only by breathing it. Yep, slime lung and zombie spores. Don't forget zombie spores. Zombie spores is the same. You could eat food with zombie spores. It's actually fine. It's literally just breathing in the zombie spores that gets you bodied. Doesn't happen yet. Ramble, what's good? I see you over there. How are you, man? It's raining, man. That's what's up right now. Also noticed the morale's too high to be stressed, so if I don't mind less issue, I suppose for now, I see you. I delete zombie spores, nothing to worry about. I see you. That's a smart move, man. That's a smart move. Nothing to see here. I know, right? I'm sipping some coffee right now. I'm contemplating whether or not my run is actually possible. Otherwise, I'm hoping for the best and making a little bit of progress right now. So, Ramble Man, when does Dark and Darker come out in full form? When does Dark and Darker come out in full form, dude? Alright, we're gonna start the critter drop. I think we'll do this now. Feb 6? You gotta wait a month, that's tough. Oh, I didn't? That's a great question. Oh, this is about to charge left and bottom right. Thank you, Dominoes, for helping out with that. I forgot to adjust this. And we'll see the shot soon. Good stuff, good stuff. I got bored and made a glass box flower pat for the sport kit. Nice, nice. Gotta maximize the decor value. Only way to do it, man. Rambo, any word on when the full release might be? I'm curious. Q4 2023 is the release date. Wow, you actually got on that. So we gotta wait a year. Hopefully they actually follow that, but yo, man, that's gonna be pog. That's gonna be pog. We're gonna move the muck root and nutrient bars here so that our food in the gas storage could be taken away. So this and that, so that this has more space. I think they plan to do early access. Oh, it's not gonna be a release date. It's just early access date. What kind of run are you doing? We're doing a challenge run right now, studying. Have you played Oxygen Unincluded? I don't know how familiar you are with the game. If you are familiar, exclamation point super classic. That's the rule set we're doing for this game. But if you're not familiar that well, let me know. I'll be happy to explain part of what we're doing. Where it doesn't come down, I mean before full release. Oh, gotcha. Oh, Q2. Not bad. Wait until summer vacation starts. Summer vacation for the kids, of course. Alright, so that's all of the lime. Let's deny access again. Cancel the sweep only. And let the ranching keep going. Alright, so the rat bolts are good. Let's check this out. We can make a little bit of steel, not a lot. I do want to make it, though. Warm up the water. I played a bit. Not gone good at it yet, but I enjoy myself. Okay, gotcha. Let me know if you have any questions with the rule set. This is a difficult challenge, I will say that. It's supposed to be difficult. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time. Alright, let's move the Sweetle in. Critter Flux, let's activate. We'll have someone go down and do the job. We'll wrangle one of these little guys to sacrifice to the machines. The machine gods are here, making their demands. And right now, they demand a Sweetle. Is this a geyser? That's natural gas. Okay, we're not going to touch that. All right, so another thing we're going to need to do is start... No one could mine obsidian. Yep, okay. So we need some people with that. I can't make Cyberdyne do it? Okay, Ada. You're going to be the miner extraordinaire. Oh, we have another mechatronics guy back here. I didn't even realize. All right, Ellie, we'll hook you up. And then FPC TV, the farmer, will do his thing. Marie will grab carrying capacity. Rowan will grab... Ooh, he needs to go to art school? I got to consider that. I don't know if we could afford taking him to art school. Dreco's Ranch, yeah. So the Dreco Ranch is fine. I don't want to do anything in here yet because of the fact that I need the dupes to be inside. So let me actually grow the mulewood. Copy, paste. And then the thing with this is I want to force the Drecos to become glossies first before I actually put them in the ranch. That's what I want to do. I want to force a glossy. And then we start the ranch up. That way it's a little bit faster. I don't have to wait for an egg. Alright, so gonna do that. We gotta activate this. No one wants to do it, feels bad. We'll do it next morning. Move a Sweetowin. And then we'll get started with that. The rails still need to be built. The piping still needs to be done. Yeah, 5 critter fed Sweetle is going to be 1. Shinebug is going to be 2. Hatch is going to be number 3. Dreco is going to be number 4. And then we have a Pip for number 5. That way I don't have to sacrifice my fishes that are going to flop on the ground. But we have, I think, 7 critters. It's not bad. Still got to finish up the bathrooms, though. We're down a bathroom, technically, so let's actually up the construction here. Let's actually make this a 7. Have that prioritized over everything else. Alright, so we need to do this. We do need the obsidian, but I need a, ladder down so that the CO2 has a space to go into. Another thing is, does this... Yeah, this polluted oxygen doesn't come out. It feels bad. Aw, come on. Oh, no, it's on. Let's go. Alright, let's wrangle with Sweetle. I want to grab the oldest one. Alright, looks like the oldest one is 56. Did you make 1 batch of lime already? I made a little bit. I can make steel already. At 15 kilograms, man. I'm in. And we can make some more if we want. Have you save scummed this run? And will you do it to keep going? I save scummed 1 time. Not because a dupe died, but because I was priming my spawn and I got both hydrogen and oxygen in the bottom tank. So it feels bad, man. Outside of that, I haven't save scummed at all. I have only save scummed that 1 instance. Can you use magma heat, power, and super classic? Not really. Although I can grab plastic, the power doesn't help me. Because there's nothing we are limited by when it comes to power, because we could use dirt. We also have hydrogen, so it's actually not that bad. It comes down to more so like other things that are limiting us. So the power is not that big of a deal. The magma being there doesn't really help us. But at the same time, it's not that bad either. I wish it was something like a frozen core, so we get more water, but, can't complain. Alright, finish my coffee. Let's go, let's go. Speed this up. Oh, we got 1 in, let's go. Sweetos, they're hanging out. Number 2, we are going to move in the Pip. So we're going to move the Pip into here. And I want to make sure the menagerie right here does not actually have access to him. Nice. Alright, so Mr. Pip, where'd you go? He's right here. So it's going to be fine. We have 3 Pip eggs. 2 Pip eggs. So we have extra Pips. And then after that, we'll move a hatch. After the hatch, we will move a Draco. So we have to get to the Dracos. Alright, that's a little bit of a heat source. I probably want to grab the Draco from here then. How old is this guy? He's 27. That's actually not bad. A lot of the gas is coming down. It's going to be a pain. Alright, so we'll do a jank design. So let's go into this. Grab all the algae, because it's algae. And then from here... That's so weird. We will do a jank design. So here, here, here. And then that's going to be our liquid lock.